afternoon, guys. Welcome back. I'm back. I'm ready. I'm not singing just yet. The singing does come later, though. This is going to be Execration versus Inv-Red. Over on the Sentinel team, we've got Execration, who have just managed to defeat Team iZone. We're going to pop open the picks, the bans. In the winner bracket semi-final, defeating iZone in a fairly close game. And here we are in the winner bracket final, where Inv-Red are appearing. Everyone's probably like, where did Inv-Red come from? What am I seeing? They won their group, they beat Neolution, they beat Skynet, and they beat Enchi. They won their group. They were the only team in the competition to win all three of their matches. Every other team had at least one draw. iZone had 2 wins and a draw. Execration had 2 wins and a draw. And Ridder had 2 wins and a loss. Inv-Red are the only team in the tournament yet to lose a game. Every other team in the tournament has lost a game, so Inv-Red are red freaking hot. I'm glad I can just keep making that cheesy pun all game long about things being red hot. But right now, I mean, we see Invasion. They're actually missing one of their normal players, Nash. They've got a stand-in who is going to be Ahayo, which is the player from the Orange Academy team. So, Ahayo has, I don't know whether he's a member of their roster now, but he's used to play for the Orange Academy team, but here he is playing for Inv-Red, and it's obviously working wonders as we're seeing them here in the winner bracket finals, guaranteed a top 3 placing, guaranteed to walk away with prize money. And we're going to see first pick going to the Sentinel team, banning off, the Silhouette, the Batrider, and the Panda. Inv-Red banning off the Earthshaker, the Lycan, and the Invoker. We see not Inv-Red, we see in Execration going for a Windrunner, Naga Siren, and Crystal Maiden once again. Naga Siren being featured as a top pick. We saw it last game. We saw how effective it was, and whether or not it will be the sort of utility hero that we saw last game is yet to be seen. I mean, it can be played as such a powerful support hero. Last game, it would just set up great team fights every single time that ultimate was used. They'd use the ultimate, Axe would get in position to get a great call off, and they'd win the team fight. It was just a huge hero to have in those team fights. Not to mention, they can even combo with heroes like Sand King instead of the Axe. There's so many heroes they can use with that combo, and that's going to be scary to go up against. Just while we are waiting for some of these pick spans to go out, we are going to have a bit of a shout out to the tournament sponsors. Firstly, a huge shout out to Giga, who have sponsored all the tournament. I mean, I believe the majority, if not all, of the tournament prize pool, and they are the primary sponsors of the tournament. Hence the GEST, Gigabyte Esports Tournament. They've also provided stuff for you guys, the viewers. You guys can have a chance to win Gigabyte hardware. That's all over on Gosu Gamers. So Gosu Gamers is doing a Gosu Bet competition. Head on over to www.gosugamers.net and you can win stuff like this Gigabyte graphics card. That's a GTX 560, which is valued around $300. We also have 2 other cool prizes, which are 2 different motherboards. One of them I'll hold up here, the Super 4 H61M USB 3 B3, whatever that is. It's a high-end motherboard from Gigabyte. So Gigabyte doing some really cool hardware giveaways, and that's a huge shout out to those guys, as well as a shout out to the Cyber Games Network, who are the sponsor in terms of providing the client which this game is played on. So all the games are played on the Play Cyber Games client, and a big shout out to those guys, as well as a shout out to Twitch TV, who are sponsoring, who are the sort of the English broadcasting partner for this tournament. Anyways, and with that said, also I suppose I should get not so much a shout out to myself, but a big shout out to everyone over at Gosu Gamers, not including myself, who is making the coverage possible. Gosu Gamers are your English media partners for the tournament. We are doing all the match coverage, stream coverage right here, as well as all kinds of cool giveaways and stuff in partnership with Gigabyte. So huge shout out to everyone who is doing hard work behind the scenes over there. So not just sort of me, who I'm the face of the camera, but there are so many guys doing work behind the scenes who deserve plenty of mentions for keeping everything up to date. Anyways, looking at the bans, the picks here, things are starting to shape themselves together. We do see a Slather as the 3rd pick for Inv-Red to combo with their Shadow Demon and Queen of Pain. The Slather plus Shadow Demon combo is very powerful. We've seen it used in the past GEST. That was when Mineski won the GEST in February, and that was a very powerful combination. Mineski used that combo throughout the tournament. It has a lot of killing power. You use the Banish, you use the Slardar Stun, and the Illusions do lots of damage. So Queen of Pain is a great side lane solo or solo mid, and Invasion Red are just using very, very, sort of, I mean, some people in chat are saying they're using very Filipino picks, which I think, I mean, you use what works. You see what another team doing something that works? Well, hey, why not use it? If you can use it and use it better and then win a tournament with it, guess what? It doesn't matter if you copy the strat because you use the strat better than them. Anyways, with that said, it's going to be interesting to see how Execration and Invasion Red match up. They haven't versed each other, I believe, at all. I don't think they versed each other in the last tournament. And here they are with the Queen of Pain Slardar being picked up. What they haven't banned, though, is that Templar Assassin. I have to worry, is Templar Assassin going to make an appearance in this tournament? We can see a Nerubian Assassin as they pick up 4th for Execration. That is a common pick for them as well. We're going to have a Nerubian Assassin, Crystal Main, and Naga Siren tri-lane, I believe. And then last, they solo mid. I'm guessing they're going to maybe run with the Templar Assassin. I mean, there is the Slardar there. Maybe they're scared of picking it up because of the Slardar, but Templar Assassin has won every single game he's been picked up with. And I definitely think Linnea may be the last pick here for Execration. And at the same time, it could even fit into the Invasion Red roster. Well, not so much roster, I guess, their lineup, because they have not really got a solo mid hero yet. The Shadow Demon, I presume, is going to be supporting the Slardar at top. They're going to get one more hero for that tri-lane. And then we're going to have the Queen of Pain in the bottom or mid lane. They need another solo, and that could be that Templar Assassin. Otherwise, we may see heroes like the DK being picked up. Definitely a potential pick here for Invasion Red. They've got 10 seconds left. They're thinking about this well and hard, and they go with the Lion. So that, I think, is going to be their other support hero, although it can run as a solo hero. I don't think it's going to be a solo hero. It's more likely not, as I think we will be seeing that in a supporting role with the Shadow Demon. And that means the last pick for Invasion Red is going to be, there we go. It's going to be their solo hero, I believe. But what we have seen, there's your Templar Assassin. Unbeaten in this tournament. The hero Templar Assassin, once again, Linnea making an appearance. And I don't know if Invasion Red have been seeing the replays for these other games, seeing the picks that have come, and seeing how successful this Linnea pick is. The hero is becoming a top pick once again. I remember Mushi, about a year and a half to 2 years ago, made this hero popular. Mushi was known for his completely imbalanced Templar Assassin, but here he has been shown to be one of the most popular heroes, and Mushi not the one who's been playing him much recently. It's been these sort of Filipino teams, and well, here we see Execration picking him up, and Broodmother is the last pick from Invasion Red. So there's your other solo hero. We're going to see that Broodmother soloing that bottom lane, I imagine. We'll see the Queen of Pain at mid and the tri-lane at top with the Slardar, Shadow Demon, and Lion. With that said, maybe the Lion will go bottom, support the Broodmother, maybe something slightly different, maybe even do a dual lane mid to take out that Templar Assassin, as we will have the bans, the picks coming to complete. Both teams do need a quick pause though, guys, as actually not both teams, one teams do, and some shout-outs coming from the Execration players. And unfortunately, they're saying some jokes. We'll pop on into the game now so you can see some of their various shoutouts that do come out. Nolat wants to say hi to his Kupal wife and various others. But yeah, the picks, the bans, I think Execration have a draft which has worked so well throughout this tournament. With that said, I don't think they necessarily have the stronger draft. They have the draft which has been so successful over the last games, but Invasion Red are using something different. They have a Broodmother pick. They have the Slardar Shadow Demon combo as well. Most games we've seen Shadow Demon being banned, so here the Shadow Demon has been picked up. And the Queen of Pain soloing that mid lane will be a key hero as well. And we are going to get well and truly underway with this game. As the bands, the picks, the teams, they're both ready. Everything is good to go, as well as myself, including myself. And we're going to have on the Sentinel team representing the Philippines, we've got Team Execration with the Naga Siren heading towards the top lane in the hands of Biho. We've got Nolat playing the Templar Assassin. We have got Nerubian Assassin in the hands of JYC. We've got Kabuti playing that Crystal Maiden. And finally, we've got Windrunner in the hands of Doc. Over on the Scourge team, representing Malaysia, is Inv-Red, the surprise team, the dark horse coming out of Group A, defeating Ritter Art in the winner bracket semi-finals. Here they are trying to win a place into the grand finals of the tournament. We've got Ohi, or Ohio, playing the Broodmother. We've got Queen of Pain being played by Snow. We've got Kelvin on the Shadow Demon. We've got Shen GG on the Lion, and we've got Slaughter in the hands of FZ. For those of you who don't know, Ohio is the sort of star player from the Orange Academy team, and he is going to be definitely a key player to look out for in that side lane solo Broodmother role against a Windrunner at bottom. So not the easiest lane for him. Windrunner will go for that Bottle Crow action, so that's going to allow Windrunner to spam a lot of power shots. So maybe Broodmother going to have to focus those nukes on the actual Windrunner hero, but at the same time the Bottle does give him a lot of regen, so not going to be the easiest lane, especially in that safe lane. Mid lane we see the Templar Assassin up against what looks to be a Lion Slardar dual lane. I'm not sure if I'm seeing this right, but it looks like Slardar will go into that middle lane with the Lion. So this I kind of like. I like how they're shutting down the Templar Assassin. Nolat, who actually played the Crystal Maiden last game. So they're switching roles around because Nolat plays their Templar Assassin by the looks of it. He was the CM last game, but this game we see him on the oh-so-important solo mid carry hero. And I believe it's Kabuti who's playing the CM. Last game he played one of the solo heroes or carry heroes, and we're going to see early haste rune. Refraction gets put up, and we will set the latency. It's already on 50. That's good to know. As Crystal Maiden puts this Frost Nova onto the Queen of Pain. They're trading hits. Queen of Pain taking a lot more damage though. Now they've got 2-on-1. But Crystal Maiden using the fog. They're not able to hit back. They just need to hold position. Yeah, there we go. Crystal Maiden taking quite a bit of damage. You need to be careful. It's a 2v3 situation though. They can't go in. They want to hit back, but they can't blink in because otherwise 3 heroes will go charging at them and make sure they get punished for any aggression. Meanwhile, mid lane, the Windrunner versus Brood lane. Fairly even matchup there, as said. Both heroes have options at their disposal to out-farm and out-harass their opponents. It'll come down a lot to how they play it. How the Bottle Crow impacts that lane for the Windrunner, and how quick the Brood can get up a Soul Ring, get a push going, and get some harass going onto the Windrunner. And we're going to see Templar Assassin at mid, as said, one of the key heroes throughout this tournament, yet to lose a game. And it's going to be interesting to see just whether or not this dual lane at mid by Inv-Red can shut it down, prevent it from farming. Already 4 CS on the Templar Assassin. They're not doing much harass. It's such a hard hero to harass because of that refraction. We see hits being traded, but the problem is Slardar, being a melee hero, takes damage from that tower and is forced back. Meanwhile, top lane, the Naga Siren, the Nerubian Assassin Trilon, they've got those beetles. They can prevent the Queen of Pain blink. We see them popping up, popping down, and they're going to be used to be aggressive, look for kills at this top lane. Mid lane, Templar Assassin forced back, running out of regen, needs to be able to farm that bottle so he can get that Bottle Crow up. And we will see Beetles, they may, looking to go, there's an ensnare, they're going in, they're going to use the silence, no, they pop the banish, that's going to prevent the silence. Is the silence still going to come? Yes it does. Queen of Pain in trouble, there's the impale, and Queen of Pain will go down. The Beetle damage, great use, almost saving the Queen of Pain with that banish. I thought just maybe would be enough, but the ensnare was still on him. The second Beetle got the silence and the early first blood. Meanwhile, mid lane, Templar Assassin getting stunned. 1 stun, 2 stun. They're not going to be able to do enough damage to get a kill here, but they are going to get some serious harass. But the problem is, Templar Assassin has finished farming that bottle, and that's going to give him a lot more survivability. He's going to use all those charges and then send it, maybe to pick up a rune first. The rune is at bottom. He's going to send it to bottom rune, I think. Or he could just send it back to Fountain, as no, it's actually going to go back to Fountain and fill up there rather than at that bottom rune. Bottom lane, Windrunner does have his bottle. He can maybe send it to pick up the bottom rune afterwards, as we do see the trial lane at top looking to be more aggressive, looking to get more kills, and we're going to have a save from our lovely, lovely admin, Die Orth. Or I should say Die Orth. The TH, I believe, is short for Thailand. But yes, the Beetles, the Templar, sorry, not the Templar Assassin, the Beetles from the Nerubian Assassin, the aggressive trial lane, able to sort of just get kill after kill, and we can see Snow forced to pop the salve. He actually does that when he, not the most effective way, as he could have maybe just used the Tango there instead. I don't think he needed the salve there. somewhat wasted, only healed maybe 250 HP. Meanwhile, mid lane, as said, bottle up on Templar Assassin, going to give him a lot of survivability. Lion actually has a bottle of his own, despite being a support hero. It's not his bottle. I'm not quite sure how he got that bottle. As Winran's bottle is heading back. Templar Assassin has his bottle. Maybe the Slardar bought him a bottle? Lion has found a bottle somehow. I believe Slardar maybe bought it for him. But we're going to see a bottle on this Lion somehow, some way, and they're going to go in, look for a kill somewhat on mid lane. This is going to help out. This is going to mean Brood can beat this Windrunner. With this just one gank, the tides can turn in this bottom lane. Windrunner versus Brood is an even matchup until a gank happens. That first gank will decide how that matchup goes. So if Lion can get a kill early on, that'll be absolutely huge in that bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, Slardar still farming up, level 16. Sorry, level 16, 16 CS. Wow, guys, I'm having brain fart after brain fart today. We will see Templar Assassin refilling that bottle. He's back to full HP, full mana, so he can keep spamming that refraction, help him last hit. That's how Templar Assassin can just outfarm absolutely anyone. And we will see top lane, Naga Siren, 20 CS on Biho. Has a ring of health, going to be going for that fast Vanguard into maybe Phase Boots and the Radiance. That's sort of been the popular build for carried Naga Sirens. You get the Vanguard, then you go for either Treads or Phase Boots. We've been seeing a bit of Phase Boots, and you do get the Battering, of course, and then then just start farming away for that Radiance. That Radiance has sort of been the key item. Forget items like Diffusal Blade, they want that AoE magic damage. And mid lane Slardar hitting 17 CS, Templar Assassin with 20 though, so despite being solo against a dual lane, the Filipino Execration out-farming his opponent in the mid lane, and not to mention at bottom lane, Winrunner is out-farming Brood, 21 CS to 14 CS, so Ohio getting slightly outplayed here, but I think that's partly because of the bottle crowing, but top lane we're going to see some more aggression. They've got one kill, they're going to get a second with the silence, the gush, double kill at top, and that is huge plays coming out from Execration. And we're going to have a save. That is, I mean, this is the power of Bottle Crow. A lot of people, I mean, I don't know about the people tuning in are probably big supporters of Bottle Crow, but a lot of the European players and sort of Western players sort of criticize Filipino Dota for using this Bottle Crow, but you can see why it's so powerful here. Templar Assassin is out-farming Slardar because of Bottle Crow. That's all there is to it. If he didn't have Bottle Crow, he couldn't farm because he'd be red HP, he'd have no mana because he's spamming. He is spamming Refraction. You can't do that without Bottle Crowing. You can't take this harass from this dual lane without Bottle Crowing. This is why you Bottle Crow. Bottom lane, Windrunner cannot beat a Brood because Brood would just constantly harass, use the Soul Ring to be able to spam those Spawn Spirelings to outlane the Windrunner. But with Bottle Crow, you can win these tough lanes. And for anyone who... I used to be a doubter of Bottle Crow, but since seeing these teams play, I now firmly believe it is a viable and sometimes an optimal strategy to be using. It is a great, great strategy. And this game is a great example of why Bottle Crow can win games. At least, I would say it allows you to pick heroes that you normally couldn't pick as well. I think that's part of it. You can pick up heroes where, if this was a European team, they wouldn't pick up a Templar Assassin because you can't put a Templar Assassin mid. It would just lose. But because of the Bottle Crowing, it doesn't lose. Same goes for the bottom lane against the Brood. Meanwhile, top lane, the Silence, the Impale. Is it going to be enough? They need one more hit. He pops the Magic Stick. Queen of Pain manages to escape, has full mana though, so Queen of Pain just not being very effective at this top lane, has lots of mana to use, but it's just getting harassed before he can do anything at all. We'll do a bit of neutraling here, maybe, well, so you're going to have to be careful here, may have to blink away soon, but he is going to have to throw another Scream in just a second here, as that, oh, wow, if those things hit him again, he would have maybe almost died there, so does need to be careful. Naga Siren picking up the top tier 1 tower, finishes off that Vanguard, and is going to make his way towards that Radiance as soon as he picks up a type of boots. Bottom lane, Windrunner, 30 CS. How much does Brood have? Only 21. Power shots keep coming out. Every time Brood shows his head, every time Brood goes for a creep, the power shot is there. Windrunner's getting harassed down. Half HP, low on mana. But here comes the Crow with that bottle. And we'll go back to base as soon as Windrunner has emptied it out, which, I mean, he pretty much does right away. And we will see. Broodmother at bottom. Oh, gets Windrunner very low, misses the power shot. Windrunner needs to be careful. Brood could go in here. He does have 9 magic wand charges though. And immediately healing up is the Windrunner. And we will see Naga Siren, 8 minutes in. Vanguard, Bassi Ring, 700 gold. Absolutely massive start for him at this top lane. Queen of Pain with 2 deaths, 11 creeps and 7 denies. Not the worst farm to beat up against such a hard lane, but the 2 deaths are going to hurt him a lot, not to mention the fact that Naga Siren is just farming so well. Execration winning all 3 lanes at this point as far as I can tell. I mean, they're out farming their opponent in every lane. 43 CS on Templar Assassin, 32 on Windrunner, and Naga Siren with 39. Over on the Scourge team, what have we got? Broodmother, Slardar with 29. Brood as at the bottom lane has 28, so they're not doing all that bad. They're not getting completely obliterated, but they are being outfarmed in all of the lanes, and we're going to see a smoke coming out here as they do look to pick up this Windrunner. Line is coming in from behind. There should be a kill here. They just need to maybe get a sheep off, and oh no, they reveal themselves. Windrunner can use that wand, does do so, and Wind runs away and will pop that bottle and should be able to survive this. So this is going to be hard. I mean, this is not the easiest lane for Invasion Red to gank. We saw how easy the Windrunner escaped that. Now the CM and Nerubian Assassin coming in. The Beetle's going to do some scouting and also be used to maybe look for a ganking opportunity. But right now, Execration, they're on the front foot. They have the momentum. They've pushed down 2 towers as well. They're up 2 tier 1 towers. They maybe want to get this last remaining tier 1 tower and use that to keep on pushing forward, being aggressive. And they are the ones in control here, as we see Naga Siren, 900 gold, has those boots as well now, so can get those phase boots, or possibly just treads here. He's going to maybe back off and buy those. It does look like he is going to go buy that. But meanwhile, bottom lane, Windrunner, CM, Nerubian Assassin are pushing forward. They've only got 3 kills so far. This is because Invasion Red, they're playing safe. They're playing it fairly far back. And we will see Broodmother, boots, Soul Ring. Not a whole lot of farm on him. He has got some treads by the looks of it. Actually, he's got a magic wand. I don't know if that's his belt of giant strength, but right now it looks like this tier 1 tower at bottom will go under fire. The Nerubian Assassin, level 5, has those arcane boots. CM with dust. That's going to give them some ability to kill this brood maybe. If he does pop his head out. They've also got a sentry ward, so they've got so much vision of this brood if they find an opportunity to gank him. And there's your phase boots on that Naga Siren. Queen of Pain has very little in terms of items. Naga Siren can almost solo kill at the top lane as Slardar comes in. Sprints with a DD, not going to be able to get this kill though. Naga Siren, 1 has the ulti, 2 has Vanguard and phase boots. I mean,